Is Bitcoin really going to continue to soar in 2025, or is it all just hype? How much further can it go? And how sure can you be that it's going to increase? Well, all the signs are that it's going to increase more. Everybody knows, of course, that ETFs are now available. And we've seen in the last year that there's been 1.15 million Bitcoins bought just by ETFs. When companies like BlackRock are pushing Bitcoin ETFs, and it's the fastest growing ETF, you have to appreciate that's going to make a difference. They've got marketing, they've got all sorts of things. It adds credibility, the fact it's an ETF. It's easier to buy. That means that Bitcoin is likely to do well in 2025. Donald Trump, of course, says he's a fan. And indeed, the people that he's appointed so far are big fans of Bitcoin. Expect that to have and make a difference. Expect deregulation. In other words, it will be easier to buy Bitcoin. And of course, that again makes a difference. Just the fact that the ETFs are buying, just think about this massive fact, 3,000 Bitcoins per day. In other words, there's a limited amount of Bitcoin, but it's 3,000 being purchased per day just by ETFs. So there's again a squeeze in the market. Right now we're seeing Bitcoin at 98,000. What are the predictions? I said 125 at the end of the fall, within the first quarter. I think 150 is reasonable that this is achieved in 2025. The statistics say there's a 35% chance, that's high odds in actual fact, of hitting 150 in 2025. For me, okay, the odds are good. I've got some money in Bitcoin. It's not all my money, but I've got money invested in Bitcoin. I'm reasonably sure it's a great investment. And why do I say that? Because when we talk about investment, the world changes and it changes fast. And that's why I would always invest in different types of assets. Bitcoin for me looks the most likely to do well in 2025, but I make sure I've got some stock, I've got some other investments, I've got some corporate bonds which I believe are going to do well. In other words, I still diversify. Yes, I might get a lower return, I get less volatility, and I always make money. For me, that is what makes the difference. Biggest thing for me, deregulation, Trump being a fan, and BlackRock, okay, well, it's a big company, big power, that's going to make a difference. And that's why you're going to see 150,000 hit in 2025, and potentially, some people even say 200,000. I'm not going that high, I'm going 150, 2025. Leave a comment. Do you agree with me? Is Bitcoin going to be the asset that really grows again in 2025?